ready for Professor Bin's lecture?
I hate to see a creature get put down like that. But trolls have no business in Hogsmeade.
Revelio.
In today's lesson, we will cover a truly thrilling event. The Goblin Rebellion of 1752 and all its triumph and tragedy. But more specifically, we will address the devastating effect it had on the wizard milling industry. Throughout the many goblin battles, countless wizard cloaks were lost. Actually, we do know the number. 632. But history occurs outside the classroom. And look, it's time for my constitutional. One can practically osmose the history flowing through Hogwarts.
I think the professor wants us to follow him.
And now for a stroll to the bell tower entrance hall. Along with the rest of the castle, it was completed in the late early Middle Ages. The hall and the bell towers that loom above it contain myriad interesting artifacts.
If you fail history of magic, you're doomed to repeat it. The class, that is.
Good to see you again. Recovered from that nasty bout of dragon pox, have we?
That wasn't me, Professor. I'm new here.
Are you? Well then, welcome. No doubt you're eagerly anticipating my analysis of various wizarding councils, codes, statutes, and of course, goblin rebellions. Not all goblins are rebellious. Some venture into wizarding politics, such as Eargit the Ugly. Some are talented artisans, such as Bragbor the Boastful.
Did you say Bragbor? I know that name. Lodgok said he was an ancestor of Ranrock.
Well known for his metalwork. I would imagine much of his goblin-wrought iron and silver has survived to this very day. Now, where were we? Oh yes. Back to our class topic for today. Grimbold Weft. Another notable historical figure. He's right nearby. Curious students can find him on display here in the bell tower entrance hall.
Revelio.
Students introduce themselves to the Grimbold Weft. Oh yes, I see you found Grimbold Weft.
Yes, I rather enjoyed seeking him out.
The thrill of the scholarly pursuit. I know the feeling quite well. Now, let's turn our attention to the agreeability and general good nature of Sir Athbuddle. He's also nearby. See what you can learn from him for your next assignment. Standing in eternal but symbolic watch over the bell tower is a retinue of loyal knights, or rather, statues of knights, I should clarify.
Revelio.
Keen-eyed students will spot the statue of Sir Athbuddle of the cheerful countenance nestled
These
among
bits
the
of
ranks.
broom are all that's left of a witch called Celine Wartnobby.
His
Rumor
fame
has
was
it
not
she was
won by
demonstrating her-
vanquishing foes in single combat, nor by slaying bloodthirsty dragons, rather in training
I
yards
suppose we'll
and
never know.
scullers, where his warm and approachable demeanor
This is a
celebrated
centuries-old
by all.
likeness of Pangadon. Fearless mouse hunter and devoted study companion. People have always loved their pets. I find that comforting.
Revelio.
As one would expect, Hogwarts contains no narthexes, since obviously those would not be found in castles.
Professor Binns, I found the statue of Sir Afpuddle.
Ah, well done. Alas, Sir Afpuddle's affability was his undoing. Died instantly trying to befriend a basilisk. Eye contact is not always to be encouraged. So beloved was he that even some goblins mourned his passing. Of course, that did not bode well with the rest of the goblins, most of whom could not abide mourning the loss of a wizard.
Pity goblins and wizards can't get along.
True. But imagine how dull my lectures would be without goblin rebellions to discuss. History does tend to repeat. It is a series of patterns, a thought both comforting and disconcerting. The wise student, such as yourself, will learn from it. History is written by those who do their schoolwork, so they say. Or at least, I like to say that.
Looks like we've all gone on another one of Binns' wild goose chases.
How can we do so much and accomplish so little?
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you had an idea.
Indeed, Deke does. Deke knows that you want to learn about all sorts of beasts, and Deke recently heard rumors of a phoenix nest in a nearby mountain.
A phoenix nest? I wonder if it belongs to the phoenix gnat he mentioned, the one Harlow and the poacher pack are after.
Deke would not doubt it. If Deke has heard of it, surely the nasty poachers have as well, which means it could be in danger.
Well, I'd better go and rescue it then, hadn't I?
Deke thinks so. So majestic a beast should not fall into such vile hands. Deke is not sure why, but Deke feels that saving a phoenix might help to make amends for what happened with Deke's prior master. Deke hopes that you are able to find the phoenix and bring it to the room where it will be safe.
A blockade. Rookwood's poachers are already here.
Bombarda! Revelio. Bombarda! Incendio! Revelio!
Could the phoenix be in there?
Incendio! Bombarda! Accio!
Descendo! Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
No. Keep looking. You've seen how much a single feather fetches. Imagine a whole blooming bird.
Oh, should have stayed. What you had, Lucy? Bombarda. Defender. Incendio.
Passing.
Accio.
Tricky little case.
Glacius. Defender. Potato. Stupid one. Stupid one. Revelio. Bombarda. Incendio. Potato. Stupid one. Stupid one. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
Phoenix would get
More poachers. How many are there? Incendio. Incendio. Levioso. Bombarda.
Way to get yourself killed. You know that?
Defender. Accio. Descendo.
What have you done?
Imperial. Making people away. Glacius.
Let's pray, shall we?
Stupid one. Accio. Descendo. Glacius. Defender.
You're no puppet master!
Depulso. Crucial. Bombarda. One less poacher in the wizarding world. Revelio. The Phoenix. It almost seems as if it wants me to follow it. I need to find it before the poachers do. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Nobody will meet you. You shouldn't be here. Leviosa!
Bombarda. Glacius. Incendio. Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. There it is again. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Incendio. Glacius. Bombarda. Potato. Accio. Descendo. Defender. Revelio. Glacius. Defender.
Well, if it isn't the little hit.
Defender.
You're not
Potato.
getting away this time.
Allow me to put you out.
Bombarda. Incendio.
Let me out, so.
Accio. Incendio. Defender.
Capringo! Why don't you run? Shine that.
Incendio.
Let me out, so.
Bombarda. Accio. Descendo. That was for High Wing. Revelio. 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 Bombarda. Revelio. Hello. I'm here to help. I can take you somewhere safe. You back to the room. Deke's going to be pleased. Revelio. Investigate.
That relic is the key to saving Anne. I know it. Meet me outside of Feldcrot as soon as you can.
Revelio. Bombarda. Glacius. Bombarda. Defender. Incendio. Glacius. Imperio. Bombarda. Glacius. Incendio. Defender. Revelio. Incendio.
You've had too much.
Revelio.
Back on that last raid. Perhaps I shall scout around Feldcrot for something to poach.
Did you find the Phoenix?
Yes, Deke. And I rescued it from the poachers. I have it here. It's safe.
Remarkable. Well, what are you waiting for? Deke cannot wait to... My heavens. What a beauty. You keep it close. Professor Weasley and Deke were right to tell you about the Room of Requirement. Look at all you've done, and how many beasts you've rescued. A phoenix is safe now, because of you.
I couldn't have done it without your help, Deke. Thank you.
Deke is grateful for the kind words, and also grateful to have been of assistance to someone like yourself. Helping you do such good for so many beasts has given Deke a sense of peace Deke hasn't known in years. Deke will always be here for you when you need him.
I have been meaning to speak with you.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
If she knew more about what you've done, I suspect she'd be proud.
If she knew any more about what I've done, she would never let me out of her sight again.
I'm sorry. Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. Magic terrified them, and then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
Do you think your father would approve of the things we've been doing?
Oh my, that is a good question. In theory, yes. Although he would worry, as my mother does. But I think he, of all people, would understand my persistence. My father never shied away from a fight for good, no matter how ruthless the foe. And I think he would have enjoyed knowing that I had a compatriot like you.
What does your mother think about all of this?
Well, as you saw, she worries a great deal. She is an excellent seer. But I think it bothers her to this day that she did not see my father's death coming. She misses him, as do I. So I believe on some level she understands my need to seek justice in a small way. But that does not mean that she likes it.
Do you think taking down the Ashwinders will avenge your father's death?
No. Vengeance is not what drives me. My father would not want that. He and my mother raised me to believe that it is a privilege to be able to fight for those who cannot. I know there is risk involved, but I feel it is worth it. I am glad you seem to think so too.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through. Your father sounds exceptional.
He was. Truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens. My father had a saying about that.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders, beginning with Harlow. And once he is gone, we will turn our attention to Rookwood. We are making progress, and we will succeed. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.